Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tanner Davis and welcome back to another WWE 2K25 video. Today is day number 5 of 12 days of Tanner, and today we are doing the DLC Demolition series all in one video. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy. We're going to get right into the action, but first, you know what time it is. Cue that intro.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
We're getting right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Fatal 5-Way, the New Wave DLC pack. I believe that's what it's called. Let me look at my notes. Yes. Of Alex, Shelley, Chris Sabin, both the Motor City Machine Gun, Giulia, and Stephanie Vaquer, 2 women that have had an incredible 2025 as part of NXT and the main roster. But we've got just a normal Fatal 5-Way. I was going to make it an elimination match, but it's a quick cover from Chris Sabin and already Giulia kicking out. Was going to make it an elimination match. However, I figured it would be super long, and so we're going to save the elimination matches to some of the later packs. But as you know, winner of this match, ladies and gentlemen, will go on to face the DLC Demolition champion Undashing Cody Rhodes. For the first time in, I guess, Tanner Davis Wrestling history, we're going to have intergender matches on the brand. We had a couple on the live streams on TD Live, but here it's making its debut on DLC Demolition, and it's Chris Sabin looking to the outside. El Grande Americano through big suicide dive onto El Grande Americano. Oh, and it's Alex Shelley already going to tilt the world to his former tag team partner Giulia. A pin attempt to Stephanie Vaquer, but is Alex Shelley able to break it up, and he's going for a submission hold on El Grande Americano. Is El Grande Americano going to tap? Is Alex Shelley going to be the man? No. Stephanie Vaquer able to get it done. Alex Shelley, big finish. Center of the ring is Stephanie Vaquer. Chris Sabin also stunning Giulia. It looks like Motor City Machine Guns. Oh my goodness, but it's El Grande Americano off the ropes. And I assume Alex Shelley was able to break it up because Chris Sabin is hitting his finisher to Stephanie Vaquer, and it's Stephanie Vaquer at 2.5, able to kick out. And it's Stephanie Vaquer, she looking for the Stephanie Vaquer bomb, the SVB to the lower back of Chris Sabin. Cover El Grande Americano trying to break it up, and he does so successfully. Alex Shelley back into the ring, Giulia laying supine at ringside. And Alex Shelley submission hold locked into his tag team partner, Chris Sabin. El Grande Americano able to break it up and landing on the back of Alex Shelley's head with the big forehead of El Grande Americano. Gracias. And it's off the top rope. Missing the mark. And Giulia with the DDT center of the ring to Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. The twerk on the lower leg, the ankle of El Grande Americano. And a big headbutt to Giulia, taking down Stephanie Vaquer. Chris Sabin, big kick to the midsection. Big chop to Giulia. Stephanie Vaquer, chop to the gut of Chris Sabin. And the SVB, center of the ring. Giulia taking out Alex Shelley. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, kick out from Chris Sabin, staying alive. Wow. You think it'd already be over with how many finishers we've seen thus far in the SVB? Is that gonna do it? No. Stephanie Vaquer retreats to the outside. El Grande Americano steals the pin. El Grande Americano steals the pin. In El Grande Americano fashion, able to steal the pinfall from Stephanie Vaquer's SVB. And so that takes us, ladies and gentlemen, the DLC Demolition Championship match of El Grande Americano and Undashing Cody Rhodes. And ladies and gentlemen, we are off already. Oh my goodness, big headbutt to Undashing Cody Rhodes from El Grande. Oh my gosh, we almost got a squash match, ladies and gentlemen, off the rip. The big forehead, you could tell El Grande Americano came prepared. Classic DLC Demolition Championship rules. No holds barred. And that looked like it was really low. Super low. And a cover. And we have a new DLC Demolition Champion, ladies and gentlemen, in the form of El Grande Americano. That takes us to our second DLC match, ladies and gentlemen, of the Dunk and Destruction pack. We'll get into the Superstars later, and then we will get to the title match after we showcase the Dunk and Destruction Superstars, where we will see if Undashing Cody Rhodes will renew a rematch clause for the DLC Demolition Championship. But now we have a new DLC Demolition Champion, El Grande Americano, in what was a squash match. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the Dunk and Destruction DLC pack showcase of the Great Khali, Abyss, Tyrese Haliburton, Shaquille O'Neal, and Jalen Brunson. It's already Shaq with a big choke slam to the Great Khali, but Abyss, I guess because of that cutscene, we weren't able to see Shaq grabbing Tyrese Haliburton with a big choke slam. And I almost forgot, Abyss, center of the ring to Shaq. Everybody's down. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5 from Shaq. I forgot this is an Extreme Rules match, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was fitting from the Dunkin' Destruction pack. Jalen Brunson off the top rope. Super finisher to Tyrese Haliburton, his quote-unquote rival, and the Great Khali able to break it up. So I was going to say the Extreme Rules match, I guess, doesn't matter too much. Off the springboard is a DDT from Jalen Brunson to the Great Khali, and Abyss trying to get Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton with an inverted DDT counter, and Jalen Brunson setting up the Great Khali, and a big cutter to the Great Khali. Tyrese Haliburton with the cover. Jalen Brunson able to break up the pinfall attempt. So as I was saying, I don't know if the Extreme Rules match even matters, and it's the basketball being thrown to Jalen Brunson, and a double knee face breaker, verse 48, code breaker, whatever you want to call it, from Tyrese Haliburton, but the pinfall attempt was broken up by Shaquille O'Neal, and a jumping complete shot, pay dirt, whatever you want to call that. And we're here in a chaotic, hardcore match between some hardcore individuals, and it's Abyss with the pinfall attempt to Jalen Brunson, who's forced to use resiliency to stay alive in this match. 1 pinfall wins, ladies and gentlemen. As I said at the beginning of the video, the elimination matches will come later, but it's Shaquille O'Neal able to reverse the choke slam from Abyss and answering with a choke slam of his own, center of the ring cover, and Jalen Brunson breaking up the pinfall. And Jalen Brunson to the top rope. Tyrese Haliburton looking down, grabbing the basketball swanton bomb cover from Brunson to Shaquille O'Neal. Haliburton able to break it up. But what is Great Khali doing in the corner, by the way? He's talking to some fans or something. I don't know what he was doing. He takes his attention over to Abyss, who brings him down with the running STO. Cutter from Haliburton, center of the ring to Shaquille O'Neal. Jalen Brunson on the outside of the apron. Tyrese Haliburton going for the pinfall, and it's Abyss able to break it up. You can see already these superstars are worn out with the weapons, quote unquote weapons in the ring of just basketballs, because we have 3 basketball players in this match. I will say the strategy of Tyrese Haliburton has been great this match, saving his finishers when everyone is tired, but he gets slammed into the apron from the big man Abyss, who grabs a basketball of his own under the ring, and a running power slam from Shaq. Stunned on the outside is Abyss. I guess Tyrese Haliburton was able to use one of his finishers, a chop to the forehead from Great Khali, and he's setting up Shaq for the finish. Jalen Brunson into the ring though. Great Khali submission move. Jalen Brunson able to break it up. Jalen Brunson looking like he was going for some twist of fate, maybe Crossroads variant, and it's Great Khali sending Brunson down. Pinfall attempt. And Great Khali is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, in a chaotic Dunkin' Destruction pack with basketballs thrown all around. They're playing basketball. That moves us to the DLC Demolition Championship match. I couldn't sing it. And it's El Grande Americano tossing Undashing Cody Rhodes across the ring. Great Khali looking in, and he gets caught with the big headbutt from El Grande Americano, the champion. Cover. And a kick out at 2 from Great Khali, staying alive. El Grande Americano beating Undashing Cody Rhodes in what was a squash match for the DLC Demolition Championship. And a big running bulldog, and then a moonsault off the corner to the champion, and a cover. El Grande Americano barely kicking out and staying alive. Undashing Cody Rhodes, Crossroads, center of the ring to Great Khali. We usually don't have rematch calls when we move over to new games, new brands, etc. However, Undashing Cody Rhodes was too dominant last year to not have him have a rematch clause in what is a triple threat match. He was just too dominant. He did not lose once last year once he gained the championship from Andre Chase in our first championship match. And it's Great Khali on the outside using the sledgehammer. Somebody finally using something other than basketballs in a match. And he tosses the sledgehammer. It is blocked by the ring post, and El Grande Americano grabbing a trash can from under the ring, and head first goes Great Khali onto the end of the trash can. Undashing Cody Rhodes, barbed wire, baseball bat in hand. We finally got some weapons being used, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like El Grande Americano is trying to give Undashing Cody Rhodes a face full of trash can, but it's submission to the outside. That's great and all, Great Khali, but it's not going to do anything in the grand scheme of things, because you gotta win by pinfall or submission inside of the squared circle. And El Grande Americano, the champion, to the outside, and a low blow to Undashing Cody Rhodes. Is that the opening he needed, ladies and gentlemen? El Grande Americano into the ring. Is it enough? Undashing Cody Rhodes is your new DLC Demolition champion and retains in his rematch clause match. And therefore, El Grande Americano, because he did not win this match, does not have the right for rematch clause, and we move into one-on-one contest for our next DLC Demolition Championship match. And ladies and gentlemen, we move into our Fearless Pack showcase of New Jack, Jordynne Grace, Penta, Bull, Nakano, KSI. I should have looked up how to pronounce that name. And it's a big right from KSI in the Prime Bottle. It's a tables match, ladies and gentlemen. I debated on doing an elimination match, but I figured that would be a little lengthy. It's Bull. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to pronounce her name again because I don't want to get it wrong, so we're going to call her Bull. I believe it's Nakano. It may be Nakano. Oh my gosh. We're not even going to say it. It looks bad on me, the ball knowledge. And Bull's got a table in hand. And a elbow to New Jack. You know what? It would be cool if the Prime Bottle, KSI and the Prime Bottle, got the win. But Penta looking for a super finisher. New Jack able to reverse in a big lariat. Jordynne Grace spin out powerbomb. Bull's down. New Jack is down with the big right from KSI. And it's Jordynne Grace looking at Penta and hitting him. Ooh. And it's New Jack, table in hand. Oh my goodness, knocking down KSI, getting some vengeance from the big right hand he took. And it's Jordynne Grace looking for her Jordynne Grace bomb. Boom. And Penta in the ring. Jordynne Grace looking at Penta. The table already set. Are we going to see someone go through it? The super kick missing the mark. Jordynne Grace running STO. And on the outside, KSI hitting Bull. Table to the forehead, knocking her down, and he pulls another table into the ring. Big springboard dropkick to Jordynne Grace. Are we going to see our first female superstar win in DLC Demolition? Oh, a running STO, knocking down Jordynne Grace. KSI Prime Bottle into the ring with Bull, and a big right. New Jack looking for the pile driver. Sit out pile driver from New Jack onto the apron, and a big clothesline. Knocking down Bull. Oh, New Jack. Oh, I gotta blur that out. I don't think I had that in. Family friendly channel, New Jack. New Jack off the top, rope to the outside, missing the mark. Penta now knocking down the table. Let's see, these tables are just finisher from Penta. New Jack set out pile driver. And only New Jack remains inside of the ring as Penta grabs a stop sign. I was about to say, there's plenty of tables. Are you going to grab another table? New Jack, though, maybe looking for that sit-out pile driver once again. And he does exactly that. Stunning Penta. KSI back into the ring. Both men, New Jack, KSI grabbing tables, setting them up. Jordynne Grace on the outside, grabbing a table of her own, setting it inside of the ring. All 5 competitors now making their moment. Trying to make their moment inside of this squared circle. Knocking down New Jack is Jordynne Grace with the table to the back. Bull with a table of her own. Jordynne Grace able to take Bull, putting her up against the table, but it's KSI trying to break it up, and Jordynne Grace powerbomb position, sending Bull through the table, and a big right gets knocked out by KSI, but Jordynne Grace is your new #1 contender for the DLC Demolition Championship, and will be facing Undashing Cody Rhodes in our next match, ladies and gentlemen. We head into our DLC Demolition match, I believe the 3rd one of the day, and it's a crossroads already from Undashing Cody Rhodes to the #1 contender challenger Jordynne Grace, who just won in a tables match. Oh my god, 2 3/4. Jordynne Grace able to kick out. Are we going to see our first women's superstar win the DLC Demolition Championship, and it doesn't look likely as Undashing Cody Rhodes with the second crossroads of the match. Pinfall attempt to Jordynne Grace and wins and secures a rematch clause if he does so lose that championship once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off our Attitude Era Pack showcase with two men, D'Lo Brown and Billy Gunn, in our match type, a gauntlet eliminator match. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we'd have some fun matches here today. We'd have some elimination matches, and it's just fitting that our Attitude Era Pack is just that, a hardcore elimination match off the top rope. The frog splash from D'Lo Brown flying to Billy Gunn. Oh, and a 2.5, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Gunn kicking out. Maybe we'll see that famouser out of nowhere. Big running DDT. Instead is Billy Gunn. And D'Lo Brown catching Billy Gunn. Power bomb. Sit out. Running power bomb to Billy Gunn. D'Lo Brown lifting Billy Gunn up. Power slam position. Knocking him down. And the timer is ticking. Who's going to be our next entrant in the Gauntlet Eliminator match of the Attitude Era Showcase Pack? And it's the Road Dogg, Jesse James. I'm assuming to help his partner. No, it's Road Dogg catching Billy Gunn. Oh my goodness, panhandle slam to Billy Gunn into the corner cover. Oh my goodness, 2 3/4. 2 3/4. A kick out from Billy Gunn, and it's D'Lo Brown taking his attention over to Road Dogg, Jesse James. Oh, you didn't think that was gonna happen, did you? And the famouser, center of the ring, Billy Gunn to D'Lo Brown cover. 1, 2, no, 2.5, D'Lo Brown. Oh, Billy Gunn looking for that famouser, and D'Lo Brown hitting Road Dogg, flying forearm to the jaw and knocking him down. Famouser out of nowhere. That's exactly what you want to see in a match like this. Cover. And D'Lo Brown is eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse James, though, panhandle slam once again to his former tag partner. 2, 3. Billy Gunn is eliminated, ladies and gentlemen, and we wait for our next entrant in this Gauntlet Eliminator Attitude Era Showcase. And it's none other than Victoria. Oh my goodness. Suicide dive. Don't know who that hurt more, Victoria or Road Dogg, because as she came down, she went head first off that trash can. As Victoria catching Road Dogg and a big power bomb. Wow. And she goes to the top rope, moonsault, missing the mark. Road Dogg able to get out of harm's way. And he sends Victoria back into the ring. Smart decision. Only way to win. Pinfall or submission inside of the squared circle. And sledgehammer in hand is Road Dogg. Uh-oh. Victoria able to reverse, but it's Road Dogg answering with a big forearm to the forehead and a moonsault off the corner cover and a kick out at 1. That was a quick kick out from Victoria. And it's Road Dogg setting up the finish. Panhandle slam. Center of the ring. That's got to do it for Victoria. Road Dogg cover 2. Kick out at 2.5. Victoria staying alive. Woo. Elbow drop. Uh-oh, Victoria catching Road Dogg. Looks like she's going for the finish. That's exactly what she did. Road Dogg stunned. Victoria's got to go for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, as our final entrant makes his way to the ring with the timer ticking down, and it's Mark Henry. I did meet him in real life. Great guy, but Mark Henry and Victoria look like they're starting off things on the outside as the world's strongest man catches Victoria and the world's strongest slam to Victoria to the outside. It's crazy how our giant is the last competitor in this match, ladies and gentlemen, who's got the shield in his health bar, and Victoria is down and out as Mark Henry sends Victoria to the center of the ring. And it looks like he's going to go for the pinfall without even adding more insult to injury. And ladies and gentlemen, our new #1 contender is the world's strongest slam, Mark Henry, who came up and cleaned up, eating the scraps, and now will challenge Undashing Cody Rhodes. As we move into our DLC Demolition Championship matches, Cody Rhodes catching Mark Henry in the corner with a crossroads cover. And a kick out at 2. Cody Rhodes catching Mark Henry again. Crossroads. Cover. 1. Is that going to do it already? 2.5 kick out from Mark Henry. Wow. The frustration setting in from Cody Rhodes. He's got one more finisher stocked up. Is that going to... No. Mark Henry. Oh my goodness. Catching Cody Rhodes. World's Strongest Slam. World's Strongest Slam. 1 and done. Is that going to do it? 1 and done from Mark Henry? Cover? 1, 2. 2 3/4. The champion staying alive. Goodness gracious. Undashing Cody Rhodes has had a wonderful run as champion, ladies and gentlemen, over the past 2 years on the DLC Demolition brand, but it looks like Mark Henry is going for it all. He sets Cody Rhodes up, and it looks like he's going for a Super World Strongest Slam. And that's got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new champion here. But unfortunately, that means the next DLC Demolition Championship match is going to be a triple threat, as Cody Rhodes to secure rematch clause in the last championship match. Ladies and gentlemen, we move into our next DLC showcase. And we move into our next DLC match showcase, Saturday night's main event pack, and it's Jesse the Body Ventura trying to eliminate Tito Santana. Should have used a finisher, but it's Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff with the swinging neck breaker to Sid Justice, Psycho Sid, whatever you want to call him. He's got a multitude of names. Same with probably all these other guys, had a bunch of names throughout their career. Jumping pile driver from Mr. Wonderful. And onto the apron, back onto the apron is Tito Santana as Thump Junkyard Dog trying to take his attention over to Jesse Ventura. Ventura with the reversal. And a dodge from Junkyard Dog. And a reversal. Elbow to the jaw of Ventura. Sid Justice still stunned in the center of the ring. And Ventura, Jesse the Body Ventura is our first man eliminated. He was onto the apron. A drop kick from Junkyard Dog sealed the deal. And a headbutt sends Sid Justice down from Junkyard Dog. Tito Santana face first into the corner as Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff trying to eliminate Tito. And up against the ropes with Junkyard Dog. Sid Justice maybe it was looking for that choke slam to send him to the outside. And it's Junkyard Dog. Boom! Throwing him down, Sid Justice. Tito Santana. Attention to Mr. Wonderful. And Junkyard Dog. That's elimination 2 for Junkyard Dog. Sid Justice eliminated. And Junkyard Dog is looking great in this battle royale. Trying to take Tito Santana into the corner. Santana with the reversal. Breaking the hold from Junkyard Dog. And a big back body drop. Sending Junkyard Dog down. Tito Santana. Irish whip into the corner. Reversal from Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog catching Tito Santana down. Mr. Wonderful. That jumping pile driver again. And a diving headbutt from Junkyard Dog. Tito Santana is stunned. Mr. Wonderful looking to eliminate Santana finally. And he does so. It looked like Mr. Wonderful was going for a low blow. Junkyard Dog able to catch him though. 2 big headbutts. And looking for a third to bring Mr. Wonderful down. And he does so. Junkyard Dog. Mr. Wonderful back up. Irish whip into the ropes. And he's running. And thump. There goes Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and Junkyard Dog will challenge Mark Henry for the DLC Demolition Championship, but it'll be a triple threat match with Undashing Cody Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, that match is next. We move to our triple threat match between Undashing Cody Rhodes, Junkyard Dog, and the DLC Demolition Champion Mark Henry. Undashing Cody Rhodes going for a finisher. It's Junkyard Dog with the reversal. Mark Henry looking for the World's Strongest Slam. Cody Rhodes with the reversal of his own, and it's Junkyard Dog catching Undashing Cody Rhodes looking for the thump. Thump. There goes Undashing Cody Rhodes, and he's stunned, but Mark Henry, the champion, able to catch Junkyard Dog, World's Strongest Slam. 2. 2.5. Junkyard Dog able to kick out. It's Undashing Cody Rhodes initiating rematch clause to make this match a triple threat. Mark Henry, if he loses his championship here in this match, ladies and gentlemen, will not be able to challenge again. But if he does win, ladies and gentlemen, he will be able to initiate rematch clause if he loses the championship in the future. Junkyard Dog, though, catching the champ. Thump in the center of the ring. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from the champion Mark Henry. Big boot from Undashing. Cody Rhodes, Junkyard Dog retreating to the outside. Cody Rhodes trying to find a way to put away the champ, Mark Henry. Oh, reversal. And it's Mark Henry. Looks like he may be looking for a splash. He may be looking for that splash. Uh-oh. Sending Undashing Cody Rhodes down. Mark Henry, middle rope. Uh-oh. Splash! There it goes down. Undashing Cody Rhodes, the former champion, but into the ring is the barbed wire baseball bat. Junkyard Dog, big clothesline, brings back the champion. Mark Henry right back up. Junkyard Dog catching Mark Henry. Thump! The finish into the corner, cover, Undashing into the ring. Oh, and able to break it up at a count of 2. I don't even know if the champion would have kicked out of that, ladies and gentlemen. But Undashing Cody Rhodes setting up the finish. The crossroads, Mark Henry groggy into the corner, crossroads to Junkyard Dog, and Mark Henry breaks it up before the referee could start the pinfall count. And the moonsault off the corner. Mark Henry able to dodge. Drop kick sends down Cody Rhodes. Cover to the former champion. Kick out at 2 from Undashing Cody Rhodes. This may be the best championship match we've had thus far, ladies and gentlemen. World's strongest slam from Mark Henry. He goes under the apron and grabs a light tube and smashing it over the head of the champion. Oh my goodness. Thump from Junkyard Dog. Oh my gosh, Cody Rhodes able to break it up. But Cody Rhodes trying to catch Junkyard Dog. It looked like Junkyard Dog was trying to get out of the ring. Blocked by Mark Henry. Cody Rhodes takes his attention over to Mark Henry. Oh my goodness, looking for the low blow. The world's strongest man able to counter. And he took his attention off of Junkyard Dog to take his attention back to Undashing Cody Rhodes, who he defeated in one-on-one competition last DLC Demolition Championship match. Up against the apron is Undashing Cody Rhodes, Irish Whip, and Mark Henry catching Cody Rhodes. And the world's strongest splash! Junkyard Dog was waiting patiently for 5 years trying to use that traffic cone. The first traffic cone we've seen being utilized in a DLC Demolition match thus far. And from the apron to the ring is Undashing Cody Rhodes, Junkyard Dog with the cover. And we have a new DLC Demolition champion, ladies and gentlemen. And it's in the form of the Junkyard Dog. We are down to our final DLC pack as John Cena 03 catches R-Truth. And it's John Cena WrestleMania 41 that catches Brock Lesnar. And almost in sync are Super Double AAs. And it's 03 breaking up WrestleMania 41 John Cena. The farewell tour pack of 2 John Cenas, Brock Lesnar, and Ron Cena. Wouldn't it be awesome if we have John Cena win a DLC Demolition Championship match right after his retirement, ladies and gentlemen, and win the championship from Junkyard Dog in the main event of today's video? It's a Falls Count Anywhere, by the way. Forgot to mention that. Falls Count Anywhere. 1 pinfall secures the victory, and 1 man will become #1 contender for Junkyard Dog's DLC Demolition Championship. It's WrestleMania 41 John Cena trying to catch Brock Lesnar with the attitude adjustment. Reversal from Brock. Answers with the F5 center of the ring. And a cover to Cena is Lesnar 2. And a kick out from Cena. And Ron Cena attitude adjustment to the outside to John Cena 03. Ron Cena able to catch John Cena, tossing him up, sending him down with the neck breaker. And Cena forced to retreat. There's 3 Cenas in here. Ron, John, 03 WrestleMania 41. 3 men up to the outside. Remember, Falls Count Anywhere. You can win any place inside of the arena. F5 from Lesnar, signaling to set Cena up once again. And a suplex, German suplex, cover to Ron Cena. And it's both John Cena's like, you gonna break it up? Are you gonna break it up? Are you gonna break it up? But it's catch at WrestleMania 41. Cena is Brock Lesnar F5. Cover. Ron Cena able to break it up. Submission hold locked in. Are we going to see a tap out? It's got to be quick because it's 03 John Cena able to break up the submission hold. And it's Ron Cena, Cena 03 into the ring. Sledgehammer to the midsection of Brock Lesnar from WrestleMania 41 Cena. And it's Ron Cena setting John Cena 03 up. It looked like he was going for an AA. But Ron Cena doesn't have a finisher to give. So it's WrestleMania 41 Cena. Takes his attention over to Ron Cena. Ron Cena able to dodge. Combo strike. A plethora of blows. Cover. And now Cena 03 able to break it up. Now I debated even doing the farewell tour pack because technically it's DLC, but technically it's not part of the season pass. So it's whatever you think. I thought we had to do it. Cover from Ron Cena. Ron Cena, your new #1 contender for the DLC Demolition Championship, will challenge Junkyard Dog in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. We've got the health meter on high. We're going to keep that for the main event, but we are going to give each man 3 finishers, and it's thump, center of the ring to Ron Cena. Kick out at 2 from Ron Cena. It's the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Put down in the comments below who you think will secure the DLC Demolition Championship in our main event. Thump again to Ron Cena. Junkyard Dog cover. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I put the health meter on high thinking we would have a match on main event and shoot 2 thumps and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Stay tuned for tomorrow, day number 6 of 12 Days of Tanner, I believe. We're going to get it eventually. Thank you so much for watching again. Hope you have a safe, fantastic, and amazing rest of your day. As always, my name is Tanner Davis, and I will catch you for the next video. Goodbye.